Well, hey, last time I left you at the playground in Dallas, and look here, we're at another playground in Dallas. My kids like playgrounds. But I wanted to fill you in on all the things that God has done over the last couple days, and it's just still amazing. If you've not checked out the short before this, or the video before this, go ahead and check that out. It's called Our Faith Journey from Redding to Dallas. This is kind of the part 2 of that. So we were at the playground there in Dallas, and this Hispanic lady walks up and she passes by, and then she turns around and she starts speaking in Spanish, and I don't know very much Spanish. Un poquito. So we start to exchange just a little bit, and I break out my phone and we use the Translate app. And she says, God, I heard the voice of God, and he told me to come and help you guys. By this time, we had already had our friends say that they were going to come pick us up, but they had to wait till they were off work at 6. And so we're like, we need a place maybe with air conditioning would be super helpful. So she leaves and she gets one of her friends to come. He doesn't speak English either, but he comes, picks us up, takes us to this Fiesta Mart where there's a good place for our kids to hang out for a while. Meanwhile, I go over to this church to see if I can find anybody around that might be able to help us, so we don't have to hang out in Fiesta Mart all afternoon. And I pass this blind guy, and Holy Spirit says, I want you to go pray for him. So I run after this guy down the sidewalk, and I start praying for him. And meanwhile, there's another lady that comes up, and she asks for money. And I'm like, well, I don't have any money, and I didn't have any cash on me. And I asked, do you want me to pray for you? And she said, no, I'm okay. But there was another guy that was listening to this conversation. He follows me down the road and asks me, hey, I'm in some legal trouble. Can you pray for me? It turned into a beautiful conversation where I get to witness to him, tell him about Holy Spirit, tell him about what Jesus can do in his life and the real way to change from the inside out instead of the outside in. It was just an incredible divine appointment. And so nobody's at the church. I go back to the Fiesta Mart. Our friend comes and picks us up, and we get to spend the next 2 days at her house here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, able to minister to her, get encouragement from her. We have this beautiful place to be at with our kids. God's taking care of us, and he's brought in some extra money as well to pay for some expenses. And we just got news this morning that someone is bringing the key to the car from Lindale. They're already coming to the DFW airport. They're going to pass right by. So we're getting the key, and hopefully tonight we will be headed back to Lindale, back to our home with the car. So God is awesome. He's doing amazing things.